In this video we're going to add some more functionality to our video player by making this progress bar clickable. Now it's already progressing whenever the video is playing, but we're still not able to click it in order to skip to some portion of the video. So let's fix that right now. Inside our JavaScript file, let's create a reference to the progress bar container, because this will be the element that we're going to click. I will call it pbarContainer equals document.getElementById. We've called it pbarContainer in our HTML file. And whenever we are ready to play the video, let's add an event listener to the progress bar container. pbarContainer.addEventListener. I'm going to listen to click events, and whenever such events occur, I want to execute the skip function. The last argument of this addEventListener is false, as always. Alright, now let's define the skip function right there. Function skip. Now I'm going to pass in the click event, which I'm going to call EV, so that within the body of this function we can grab the x coordinate of the mouse, and let's just call that mouse x, and set that equal to ev.pageX. And for now, let's just alert that mouse x variable. Alright, if we save our JavaScript file and refresh the browser and click the progress bar container, you will notice that it alerts this message, giving us the x coordinate of the mouse. However, there's just one small problem that you're not going to notice the first time you try this. There is still a little bit of space between the player and the window, and page X actually gives us the x coordinate relative to the left side of the window. For instance, if I click all the way to the left, we would want to see 0 here, but instead currently we see 8, and that's the amount of pixels of space between the player and the window currently. So in order to fix that, we're going to subtract this space by not setting mouse x equal to the page x, but subtracting the pbarContainer.offset left. And if we now refresh it and try to click all the way to the left, you'll notice that it says 0, just as we want. Alright, our next job is to get the actual width of the progress bar container. Now, from our CSS file, we know that it has a width of about 640 pixels, but instead of hard coding those 640 pixels in, it's a better idea to grab it using JavaScript, because then we can change our CSS file without also having to change our JavaScript file. So let's create a variable called bar width. Well, let's just call it width. I think it's pretty clear. Now, if you want to grab the width of a specific element in your document, you can use the window.getComputedStyle function. And in there you need to pass the element. In this case, the progress bar container. On that, we can chain the getPropertyValue method. And the property that we want to get the value of is the width. And now let's just alert that width variable. Let's refresh the browser and let's click the progress bar. And as you can see, it's 640 pixels wide, just as expected. However, currently this width is returning a string, but we want it to be a number, so we can divide the mouse x variable by this width, but we can't do that as long as it's a string. So let's try to change it to a number. The first thing that we need to do is drop that px extension at the end of the string. So I will redefine the width variable, and I'm going to set it equal to width.substring. Let's see. Yeah, width.substr for substring, and the substring needs to run from 0 to the length of the current width variable, width.length, -2. And this will effectively drop that pixel extension. So if we refresh the browser and click it again, you'll see that we now only get the 640 part. Now I think that it's still a string, so let's parse it into a float by using the parseFloat function. And now we are 100% sure that this is a number that we can do a mathematical calculation with. Now our next job is to set the current time of the video to the Well, based on where we've clicked within this window. So to do that, we're going to set video.currentTime, and we're going to set it equal to mouse x divided by width. And this will give a number between 0 and 1, where 0 of course corresponds to clicking all the way to the left, and 1 clicking all the way to the right. And we need to multiply this by the video's duration. And to grab the video's duration, all you do is use the duration method on the video. And this will effectively set the time to wherever we have clicked with our mouse. Alright, now let's test it out in the browser. I will remove that alert. I will refresh it. Now if we play it, notice how we can click in order to skip to some part of the video. However, if the video is still paused and we click, we don't see the bar being updated. So just to be sure, whenever we have skipped, let's just run that update player function one time. Alright, and now, even though the video is paused currently, it's still updating the player whenever we click. And of course this is also working when it's playing. Alright, so that's actually our clickable progress bar. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.